This is a clip from Basketball at the Bar Live. Let's talk about Dillon Brooks here. I know we talked on yesterday's show about the hard foul on Gary Payton, what that means for him, what that means for the team. It's been announced today that he is suspended for 1 game. I know the Warriors are not happy about this. Apparently a bunch of people in the Warriors organization wanted him suspended for at least 2 games. I know Steve Kerr is on record saying that he should miss as much time as the guy that was injured on the play, which is
ridiculous.
I mean, in theory, it makes sense, but I don't think he was trying to hurt the guy, right? And so it's just kind of, it's a tricky situation because you don't want to injure guys. You don't want them to get hurt. But should this guy be out for a month and potentially only be available if they make the finals? I don't think so.
No, when have you ever in professional sports history heard of somebody being suspended for as long as the opposing player is injured for like that? I mean, that's just a ridiculous comment, in my opinion.
Jokic would have missed half the season if that was the case.
I'm not surprised to hear anybody on Golden State say these things. However, it's absurd. I mean, 2 games I think is definitely the farthest I would take this, but I'm okay with a 1-game suspension.
The series is getting quite physical. I think the suspension, I wouldn't say it was deserved, but I think that the league is definitely sending a message to both teams.
Yeah, you were right. You called that yesterday.
Of like, hey, you guys need to get it under control here because we can't have people just going out and injuring other players. This can spiral out of control. So I think they did a good move here in stepping in and saying, okay, these fouls are not allowed, and you're going to pay for it if you end up committing them. Nobody wants to miss an NBA game, especially a playoff game.
Right.
I know I saw like a plus and minus on Dillon Brooks. He's got the best plus minus on anybody on his entire team at plus 16. So they're definitely going to miss him. Even though they were able to win Game 2, not having him is going to hurt the team in Game 3. And that's exactly what the NBA wanted, right? Was they wanted him to more or less pay for what he did. But I think overall it's just sending a message to both teams of like, hey, you guys need to calm it down here. Yeah. This cannot get more out of control.
Yeah, absolutely. That's totally the message the NBA is sending here.
Speaking of which, it's official. Draymond Green is fined $25,000 for flipping the bird or the double bird to fans in Memphis after getting elbowed in the face and heading to the locker room to get stitches. Calvin, what are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts are we all knew this was coming. Draymond knew it was coming. I believe did Kyrie Irving get $50,000 for the same thing?
Yep.
So that's the only thing that I'm like, well, I don't know. Does it match? I'm not really sure. We did see Kyrie do it multiple times during the course of a game, whereas Draymond just does it as he's leaving once here. So maybe that's why he only gets 25 instead. I don't know, but seems a little strange. If I was Kyrie Irving, I'd be upset.
Right? Like, is it per middle finger that you're finding me or what? Because Draymond showed 2 as well.
He did.
If you're Draymond, are you just saying, oh, I got hit in the head, I didn't know what I was doing? Yeah. But clearly in his post-game press conference, he said that it felt good. He's glad that he did it. He continued to troll the fans in the press conference. So for me, I'm kind of like, maybe this dude should have been fined even more than $50,000. But
yeah, who knows?
Then again, Draymond Green's one of those players that if he's on your team, you love him. If he's not on your team, you don't like the guy at all. I do respect him and what he does and all his achievements and accomplishments up to this point, but the dude is an asshole.
He is. But he owns that, So
he's a good asshole. Right? You got to do what you're good at.
He's good if you're, if he's on your team. Yeah. He's good.
Yeah. What's up, Ivan? Good to see you here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. You can join us live every single weekday, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, don't forget to tip your bartender.